All right. So we're on.
We'll come up with a goddamn name, and we'll come up with a...
It's not.
I think
It's not the Four Horsemen. Because
Welcome to the Four Horsemen.
Not the name because
All right,
we're
there.
all married men.
Yeah,
There's
we
only
are.
3 of us. There's a lot of problems with that name, and I feel like that's too generic of a name.
Yeah, that's why I like the
Also-
Killer Threes.
The Killer 3 is a little inside. I don't know why that's a little inside compared to other names of the possibilities. I'm okay with I don't know, a more off the wall kind of a name. More, but like I said,
You want to
like I
go
said,
with Off the Wall? That's the name. Off the Wall.
I think no, that's more of a.
Hi, I'm Grant. By the way, I'm Grant.
Oh, are we doing? Oh, we're go.
Are we doing real names?
Hold on,
Like,
go.
wait.
My name's not Grant.
Yeah.
You're the guy in the center. I feel like you should actually start us
Yeah, you.
All right,
yeah.
so
in
let's-
some way. So,
So this is not Grant. And
Not
that's,
Grant.
And that's not Julian.
hi.
And I'm sure as shit not Greg.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Now that you got that out the way, we're going to sit here and talk about the shit we always talk about, and that's some wrestling.
And I'm gonna get this out of the way too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that this is gonna turn into. I'm just gonna make Julian try to convince me on why I need to start watching wrestling again.
Oh, we the Threebirds.
I
The
once
Threebirds?
said- I once
We're
said
the Threebirds.
for
Yeah.
6
The
episodes.
The fabulous Threebirds.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's look it up.
Look it up.
The fabulous Threebirds. That actually,
That's not bad.
shit.
Yeah, that's all right.
Fuck, that came out of nowhere, like
All right.
just off the text.
We're gonna.
Nope.
It's gonna be cool. So
That
instead
is
of
what we are right now.
We are
All
the
right, sweet.
fabulous
As of
Threebirds.
right now,
fabulous
we're the
three
fabulous
birds.
Threebirds.
Heck yeah! So Confederate flag shirt on
No,
its way, guys.
no.
Ready? All right.
All right.
Do you want to do an actual introduction?
Yeah, welcome to the fabulous Threebirds.
I'm not Grant.
And I'm not Greg.
And I am not Julian.
Are you sure?
No.
Welcome back. We are the fabulous Threebirds. I'm not Greg.
I am not Grant.
I'm not Julian.
Okay, so I just want to know. All right, so like folks, I know we took like a week or so off. Life has been happening for all of us. We are all traveling a shit ton, and we're all on planes. And it hit me. I think I'm the latest. I've traveled on several planes in the past couple of days across a lot of different time zones, and I'm currently in another time zone where it's kind of early and I should be asleep. But we want to get this episode out to you guys. And what kills me right now, though, with everything that's been going on for the past week, I mean, Grant's been on planes, Julian's been on planes, and what kills me is how every time Grant says I'm not Grant, he always makes it like he's almost turning into a zombie. I don't know what that is, but I think I'm more
Well-
aware of it now because I'm probably just too
Look,
tired.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're going through the same thing. Like, I always seem to go west, so I'm all fucked up all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the testing group, the data that we got said that the fans really like the voices too. You know.
Oh,
Is-
okay.
Is, that what it?
So
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to really, just force them sometimes. So that was a good one, Grant.
Yeah.
You're reaching the voice quota right
Yeah.
off the bat.
I know how to play to an audience. It's okay.
You
Yeah,
also
I-
know how to talk to business 24/7, so you can get the
24/7.
Yeah.
Dude, how
Wow.
come? So, I don't know if you guys saw it last night, but they kept flashing previews for Raw. And
Uh-huh.
they could not get a better picture of Shawn Michaels, like, actually looking at the camera.
Wait, they could not get a better picture of Shawn Michaels actually looking like he had muscle.
Like, it's always the worst picture of Shawn Michaels. And I
It's
don't know
the-
what it is.
it went from he's the sexy boy to this is his mugshot as he robbed a 7-Eleven. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I
Yeah.
know it's just weird. It's weird as shit. So,
Well, that's what happens when you talk to business 24/7 and you don't go to sleep. You don't go to sleep. You're talking to business 24/7. So
Plus,
Hey.
I mean, it got pretty extreme last night. My wife said it was too extreme sometimes.
wait, so did you wait, what was the final match of Extreme Rules?
Riddle and Rollins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. I was just making sure because I'm watching it to. So, folks, here, this is our Extreme Rules episode #1. So, if you haven't seen it yet, and I don't know what you're going to do because we're about to spoil every fucking thing, but I've watched the whole show, and I've gotten to this, and I'm seeing the end. So, what you guys were talking about is after this.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was sitting there looking at the bug come up, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did I accidentally push a button?
So yeah, like I was angry, man. Like at the beginning of the show, right? They cut in the two animations with the bunny, right?
Right.
And then like as I'm watching it, I'm just like, they haven't done anything for a while. Like they want us to forget about it or something. And then I see the bug and I'm like, nothing happened.
Right.
Like they on Raw, they even put the date up. Like something had to have happened. And then they put the bug up and I was like, that's it. And I went to get up and kind of angry, and then it happened.
Yeah. So okay. So I will watch that in a second, but let's go back to the beginning of Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Okay. I want to go to the beginning, and I want to use this as a moment to discuss this, because you can think what you want. There was some good things with this show, but one piece of bad news came out of this.
Okay.
That is that every single premium event where what used to be a pay-per-view, every single one of those is going to be commentated by Michael Cole and Corey Graves from here on out.
Well, Corey Graves
and then,
is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see the problem with that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay.
But Michael Cole is the worst commentator in the history of commentating anything in the history of the world.
Is he? I mean,
yes.
He's not great. I'm not saying Michael Cole is great.
And everyone's like, oh, it's what he was forced to do. But he's created a brand that just sucks. And then immediately he began doing annoying Michael Cole things right off the bat on this show.
So you're telling me you'd rather have JBL and Booker there?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Name anyone.
JBL can't say Dolph Ziggler, but yet and still, you would rather have you would rather have him sound like he's saying something else
than that would
Michael
be two
Cole.
Color guys, so that's not really a team. It would be anyone else. Hopefully not a Michael Cole clone.
Here's what I always challenge people. Well, here's why I challenge people. What makes Michael Cole so bad in the history of an announced team? Like seriously, color and play-by-play. What makes Michael Cole so bad? And I'm talking about going back to Gordon Soley. I'm talking about Gorilla Monsoon. I'm talking about Bobby Heenan. I'm talking about Jim Cornette. I'm talking about Macho Man. What makes Michael Cole worse than the Macho Man?
Mike Tenay was a treasure.
Well, but did he actually do? Did he actually do color on the team? Like
I thought he did. Like he came in the second half.
No, he also was
It was Heenan, Zbyszko, and Bischoff at one point, right? Before,
Shivani.
And then it was Shivani.
I thought.
Well, no, it was rotating third, which would be Mike Tenay.
I thought it was Shivani and Ross.
In the beginning,
before Jim. Before. Right. So I'm saying you're including Shivani in this. You're saying Michael Cole.
Yes.
Wow, dude. Like that sounds like you hate Michael Cole. That
sounds like a Julian problem.
That really sounds like a Julian problem.
No, it doesn't.
It sounds like
not.
You.
He's not conversational at all. He doesn't really even call, moves. He just does this.
He did call moves.
He was puppeteered, and he has his sound bites. He's a soundbite machine. He's a soundboard. He was a soundboard for Vince McMahon. Senile Vince, and he's still stuck in senile Vince era Michael Cole commentating mode, which is the worst thing ever.
Wow. So
because he just yells things, he just says things, he blurts things like it's like he's being whipped or something by an invisible hand, and it's just so strange and out of nowhere sometimes, and not very personable or good in any way.
What is he supposed to do? I guess my question is
be better or be someone else, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, Grant.
Change.
Julian just hates Michael Cole. Like I'm
Yeah,
trying to
he doesn't
find. I was trying to find the
It's
actual
so bad.
critique here, and he's
Yeah,
like,
Well,
'cause
there's,
what
I've
does
got
be
actual
better mean?
critique. I just said it. I mean, he's not personable. He's a soundboard. He started just yelling, that this thing was an old-fashioned Donnybrook. I kept saying the full name of it. It's so Vincey. So none of that stuff is totally gone yet from this show. They have this schlocky crap, and then Michael Cole is schlocky and schlocks it out to you, and it's terrible.
Jesus.
This old-fashioned Donnybrook, or whatever. He's just kind
Okay,
of yelling and shaking out of nowhere, and it's like no
okay.
one's that excited about it around you.
Didn't Morrow yell everything?
Oh, I didn't say he was good either. I thought Morrow could be just absolute heart attack every match. That was too much. He didn't have like dynamics.
Wow. But
No,
Morrow's
fucking
better.
Mauro Ranallo.
do
It's like
you
the
like,
world
Julian?
is ending in every single match.
Yeah,
Every
but-
single match.
yeah,
He's
but-
going off.
But Morrow's better
Hard.
than Michael Cole.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes,
But-
because at
but
least
I
he's
mean-
entertaining and very good in a big match. Like when Morrow is doing a main event, it makes sense.
What is he saying? What is he saying differently other than "Oh my God, Mamma Mia"? What is he saying differently?
I don't know. I feel like there's a person.
He don't even know the moves. Oh my God!
He knows a bunch of them. He knows enough.
He put his arm
makes
behind
up
his
for it.
leg and he rotated and flipped over on his side. Like, really, what is he doing that Michael
I don't-
Cole is not doing? And I'm not trying to cape for Michael Cole here because I don't think Michael Cole's
Man, you're playing
good.
devil's advocate.
Yeah, but
here.
I don't think he's good. I don't think he's like good or great.
No
like,
one
well,
likes-
great. I don't think he's great. I think he's good. Like he's
Well,
good at it. He's not great at it. And like everybody seems to go, no, he doesn't know shit. He sucks. And it's like, Jesus, where is that coming from?
Here, Julian,
no,
I
he
have the
knows.
fix.
He knows how to do this. He knows how to do this, and this sucks.
I have the fix, man. We'll
Okay.
switch out Michael Cole, and the new commentary team will be Corey Graves and Excalibur.
Oh no.
Oh my God. He just said Michael Cole is worse than Excalibur.
Yes.
Now that you put it in perspective, he really did just say that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he just hates him.
He's
he
better
just
at
hates him.
throwing things to commercials and doing the segments right than
Ooh.
Excalibur. Yeah, but that's
Oh.
also what Excalibur is being told to do. So, they both have this pass of like being told to do all this stuff, and we know that. But it's
Is somebody
clear
telling him
that
to wear
he's
that fucking
created-
mask?
He's created this thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's him. That's him. I'm not defending him either. They all suck. Commentary's bad. I can't name one, 1-2 punch that's really good. They have all these 3 and 4-man boosts on every show.
Mhm.
So they got rid of the 2-man team, and then they don't have a charming third color in any of them. It's like,
Well-
unless you like here in Jericho.
Well, it
Well, I'm
looks
pretty
like
sure that Ross and King didn't need a third
Whoa,
person.
Nikita Lyons.
yeah, that was
Whoa.
that happened.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
yeah, that happened. But no,
She passes that airport test thing. Remember? With Vince.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta turn heads in the airport. She turns heads in the airport.
oh, she turns heads wherever she goes, dude. Like there's
Dang.
no ifs, ands, buts about it. But no, seriously, it looks like they're going back to the 2-man teams. But now everybody's listening to the episode going, you fucking gonna talk about commentators and announcers for real?
No. Just
No.
getting that out of the way.
Yeah,
for
we're
once
getting
and
that-
all.
Yeah, we're getting that out of the way because we want to talk about this first match with Imperium. And I'm telling you, man, God, these guys are just like, good is not the word. Like, I don't know if it's because they're working with Sheamus and
Nope.
and Pete Dunne and all that. Well, what's his name now? Butch and Ridge
Butch.
Holland. But I don't know if they're working with the Brawling Brutes, if that's what it is. But if it's not, man, that's. Whew.
I think they're all familiar with each other at this point, and some of them from NXT, and then just from recently. And then no, Imperium's amazing.
Yeah, man.
I love Imperium so much. Like it's my favorite faction in all. They're the only faction to me. Like all of them suck. All the rest of them suck, except for Bailey's damage control. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
They're just the most legit one.
they work well with each other. I mean, the look is great. Every time that LED wall puts up the columns, I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
go,
it looks great.
It looks amazing. Like,
Yeah.
It
good
sounds
Lord.
awesome when they come out. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like serious. You know, it's kind of grown up a little bit. It's not stupid. It doesn't
No.
ask a whole lot of you, and it's just like being basically like classic movie villains almost. Like it's great.
Yeah, it's not cartoonish.
No.
WWE has a way of going a little bit too cartoonish. I mean, that's always been their model, but this is not cartoonish at all. Like you
Right.
actually believe them as the villains that they are, without them being caricatures of themselves. It's wow. So yeah, they come out, they do their thing. I mean, like Sheamus is super over. I mean, for Philly, from what I watched, Philly was a, a standard Philly crowd, but it was more positive than negative. I'm so used to the Philly crowd kind of trying to take over the show just to take over the show.
Yeah,
Right.
they reacted to the right things. They booed the right people. I was surprised at some of the reactions they gave, but it worked.
Yeah, it worked. I mean, they were hot. They let you know, okay, I don't dig this part of the match. I mean, they went stone silent at one point. I think in the Liv Morgan match, but I mean, it's a Liv Morgan match, and I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that to shit on Liv Morgan, because again, she's trying and she's getting better. I don't think put it this way: if she's ever going to be something that folks are going to respect as either a women's champion or even a women's wrestler, I still believe we're 5 years or so away from that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think this is a quick fix for her, and unfortunately, I just don't think a lot of people have that patience. So,
And they're trying to do something with her.
yeah, I mean, again, they're trying, but like they tried with Mandy, and then they did the right thing, sent her down, and had Mandy's character become what it is to bring her back up. So I don't know if they have to send Liv Morgan down, maybe. But
She was already down, I think.
Mm,
I'm pretty sure. Not
yeah,
that long ago.
yeah.
In the recent years. Well, yeah, so final thoughts on the first match, I guess. It was good. It was some furniture, some shillelaghs.
I'm telling you right now,
Keeps
Gunther,
the feud going.
he
Keeps the feud going.
he doesn't like getting hit by Sheamus with the
No.
you could tell every time Sheamus tries to stretch him on those ropes and he gets the 10. You could see it in his eyes, like, Jesus, no. Just he tried to actually fall down.
When they were holding him and Sheamus ripped into him. Plus, Sheamus still had the fucking marks on him from the last match.
Yeah. And so, like, you could tell they were just beating the shit out of each other. And it's probably a rib. Like, at this point, they're probably actually trying to hurt each other just to see. Because he was sitting there like, don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So,
But,
yeah.
that's how Sheamus works, though. Like, you know what you're getting into if you have to go against Sheamus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a stiff match. And
It's gonna be a Donnybrook.
Good Lord.
Anyway,
man.
they said the name of the match a bunch of times. That was cheesy. But the match was all right. It was I don't think it felt like it didn't blow it off.
No, for a starter, it was a hot start.
This is like the second chapter in this Sheamus Imperium whatever storyline.
Man, this is like chapter 3 or 4. Like, I can't even count how many times these guys have
Yeah.
gone against each other.
And they're
Now,
kind of both heels, right? So it's kind of weird. It's just something to have on the show. It's been good, but it's like, where's it gonna go?
I think they flipped Sheamus as a face now without without telling us really. But
Yeah,
Sheamus
he's
is a
flipped
face.
now. No one's booing him,
Yeah, he's a face now.
which
Like,
is still good. I mean, for how long he's been around, man, to still be getting a reaction between him and like Orton, like they're still doing something right.
right.
Oh no, I think his matches are great, and he's obviously kind of snug enough that he's more snug than some other guys you see, and big and puffy, and I don't know, kind of a throwback.
Well, I
So,
mean, he's also a Triple H guy, So
oh yeah,
I think Triple H is gonna do what he can to make sure that as it winds down and his career winds down, he does right by him. So I mean that there's a part of that in there too,
right,
So
right.
I'm just happy to see him get his size back, because I remember he was doing that like CrossFit, and he had gotten small where he was just pretty lean, and I'm like, dude, you can't be that pale and that lean and think somebody's going to be intimidated by you in the ring. People are used to you being a certain size, so I'm happy he's actually gaining some of his strength back, or his body mass back. So
Yeah,
And he got rid of the mohawk.
well, yeah, I mean he's way older now. Like that was not going to keep working.
Yeah.
And then that shillelagh though, that shillelagh flew and hit. That's when he broke that shillelagh on Sheamus' back. That shillelagh flew and hit like the camera guy. And then there's a shot from another camera, and you see Corey Graves like go, oh shit. It's like holy.
yeah,
It's hilarious. Like I was looking at a couple of these shots where you could tell, like, I don't think, because of how good the action is, you're not paying attention to the surrounding areas. But if you pay attention in the surrounding areas, there are some great shots here. Even in the when we get to Edge and Finn Balor, when they go out into the crowd, they go up one of the Voms, and there's like, first there's nobody assembled there. There's just a security guard, like they were going to go out into the concession area. That's the way it looked. So the security guard's there. This woman comes down like she had just got her popcorn and walked into somebody breaking in her house. She immediately goes, ooh, and you can see her like wave a bunch of people on, and then that whole area just filled up full of fans. And they are just back there, and you can hear them sometimes with the mic. They are back there cracking on folks, and I'm like, that's the part. This is the best part of this. No one's actually listening to this person, and you actually hear the security go, tell the girl, stop yelling in my ear. I was like, oh my God, these like hidden little gems. But
that's hilarious. Well, the Brutes defeated the Imperium in that match, and then it was Liv Morgan against Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match with a bunch of furniture, tables, chairs, what have you.
Tables, ladders, and chairs. What did you think of her package, the Ronda Rousey package that they put
I
before
think the
this match?
package was
To be honest.
huge. That was huge.
Like they were trying to sell you something there.
No, I don't know. It was all right. I feel like she's not growing that much, and she can't get like just little things, like even her gear right, she's picking it out of her ass and all this other shit, and just kind of like just fucking around with her gear a lot, just
Yeah,
doing
because
things sloppily.
she's like wearing a thong
Something's going on.
on
Yeah.
her. No, I'm saying on her chest.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
I was
Some
like,
kind
what?
of
Yeah,
harness
I was like,
system.
what is this? Like, figure out what you're gonna wear and say this is what I'm gonna wear. Like, Roddy
Yeah,
Piper didn't
well,
change it all the time. Hulk Hogan didn't change it all the time. Like the outer
yeah,
gear, you could do whatever you want with. But once that outer gear comes off and you're in your trunks, the trunks are the signature. Whatever you want them to be. If it's pants, if it's boy shorts, whatever, you have to just have some type of trademark. And she basically looks like she's wearing clothes that just so happen to be clean and in the hamper.
Right. That it kind of had that workout clothes look thing going on, and it
Yeah.
was just weird. And then obviously it's not that comfortable to do all this shit in, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. But so not very good. The match was what it was. My thing was the ending was awkward. She basically gets this, they're calling it like a bicep cutter or something like that, but it's not really that. It's kind of a choke. It's kind of not a choke. Ronda Rousey's got this thing. She's been going for this triangle and getting power bombed onto a table and yada yada, doing all that. And Liv Morgan is smiling as the referee is calling her unconscious. Like she's doing like
Okay, so
a
yeah, what is that?
conscious smile while being put out, and you can't actually do that while you're going out. It's not like if they're trying to get like this Joker thing, going with that.
Well, they're trying to say she's
I don't know.
sadistic with the pain.
It's weird.
They're trying to say that like
She likes it.
she enjoys the pain. Yeah, she enjoys it.
Weird.
Like Liv is
Well,
getting to
yeah.
this dark place where
I
she
didn't even
enjoys
get
it.
that out of that, but I mean that would make sense with kind of what she's done lately.
Right.
It's very macabre.
Well, yeah, it is,
But
and it makes no sense. But I mean,
Yeah.
and yet the bad part was there was a like very tight shot of her. They were trying to sell the actual table break and Ronda actually doing the move and including the table on it, and they're getting a tight shot of it. And here you see Liv Morgan smiling, like that just ruined the whole look. It I don't know. Is Ronda Rousey as bad as Liv Morgan? Are we putting on? No, seriously.
Everybody's bad.
No,
Everybody's
I mean,
bad in this one.
No, I'm saying, are we putting on our blinders for Ronda Rousey? But technically,
But
are they
Liv
the
is-
same? Are they the same person?
they might be. I mean, I didn't care about
No,
this match, and I haven't cared about Ronda in
Yeah.
a while.
I think
That's-
Liv is probably a smoother worker when she's working with another smooth worker. Good. I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. See, think about it. See, if you have to put
probably
into
a step ahead.
context, if you put into context, Liv Morgan's better than Ronda Rousey. Now, we're not talking about draw or anything, but as much shit as Liv Morgan gets, technically Ronda Rousey's worse than her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and this could be why there was some anger in the back, some tension in the back of because now, like if Ronda's going to be at WrestleMania over other people.
Oh,
Right. And then
Right.
Rhonda had a clip in the back where she said, I guess Hooters wasn't that extreme after all. Like calling her Hooters.
She doesn't have any. Wait. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. So I'm
Like
looking
she
at.
should work at Hooters. Or
I'm-
maybe
I'm-
she did. Did she? Maybe she did. So the next match was Drew McIntyre against Karrion Kross in a strap match. And strap matches, I like strap matches and bullwhip, whatever matches like this, chain matches or whatever. There's just like a little creative space you can do some neat stuff you can do with all of it. They did some of that stuff, and
Well, can I tell
Then
you
they-
the one problem I had with it right away
go ahead.
before you go into it? Why didn't Lady Ref Jess get involved and make sure that strap got on there?
Wait. What?
Good
What
question.
happened? Wait.
But
What
what?
happened?
For what exactly?
Karrion Kross didn't put the strap on, and instead of getting the ref and
Strap on. Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
and the ref did not make him do it. She just let him fight.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of didn't notice that.
You what?
I didn't really notice that. Are you
Oh.
sure that there wasn't some gesturing to putting it on, or
No, she just sat there and let it happen, and then like 5 or 10 minutes into them fighting, finally Drew McIntyre put it on him, and the bell rang. But she just stood in the ring and let it
Oh.
happen.
Wait, Drew McIntyre put it on? Okay, now I got to go back to this. Hold on.
Drew McIntyre put it on Karrion Kross.
Okay, wait. Lady Ref Jess is
say that again, Grant? Say that again.
Drew McIntyre put it on Kross.
Hold on. What did he put on him?
Wait.
Strap on.
Okay. I'm
Say
looking
it
at
all
it.
together.
So okay, so why did he just shit on Lady Ref Jess? Okay, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it now.
You
She's
know, I don't
handing.
like doing that. I love myself some Lady Ref Jess.
Okay, she's handing it to him. She's handing it to him. He throws it down. What the fuck does that have to do? She handed to him again. He throws it down.
Oh.
This is the actual point of this match. And you basically make the ref look bad? I don't get. Okay. Okay, so technically, if she was a good ref, like what I mean by a good ref is, if she was just like fuck it, I'm on my shit. Technically, she could just go ahead and disqualify him now and say the match is over.
Yeah,
like
because it never got started, so it's like we're not going to do this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't even notice that part before. So you got Drew McIntyre sitting here basically wrestling for his status as a main eventer in a very trying and troublesome time in the WWE. And then you have Karrion Kross coming back trying to actually become a star, and they have to work together while Drew is sitting there going like, seriously, I should be one of these damn champions, like one of these heavyweight champions. I don't give a shit if it's SmackDown or Raw, but God damn it, I should have a belt on me. I mean, I've been rock fucking solid all the way through COVID, and this is how you're repaying me. Not saying Karrion Kross is something bad to repay Drew McIntyre with. I'm just saying, like, Drew is frustrated as fuck.
Yeah, I feel like he is.
You could tell, and he's wrestling kind of in that way. He's wrestling as I got a job to do, and that's not good. It's not bad because he's professional, but it's just the fact that you could tell he's like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like I could be $1 million and these fans could love me, and they're not focused on me. I mean, you rather well, I guess it's a money draw, but still, you rather have Logan Paul and Roman Reigns versus like Drew McIntyre and whoever, and Drew is the champ and Roman try to get his belt back within 2 pay-per-views or something. You'd rather have this other program for a night off, like a one-nighter. I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, at least he was on the show. It's more than what you can say for Kevin Owens.
Well, yeah. Now Kevin Owens is being treated as like a mid-carder, and that's not right. You're paying him like $3 or $5 million. So
yeah,
why are you?
Well, he came in for the big save for the baby faces the other day or whatever.
Yeah, but there's that Kevin Owens.
They might be working something for him, but like that's always a frustration for me is where the hell is Kevin Owens?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, you keep bringing Edge back. You keep, Rey Mysterio is now to the point of he's the ladies' man on Saturday Night Live at this point. Rey is Tim Meadows. Like you're really at this
like
point,
when Mike Myers came back to host and he's doing that song. He's like, "You left too, right?" And he's like, "No, I'm still here.
I'm still here." Like I guess technically that would be Keenan now. Like I think Keenan.
Right.
I think Keenan broke. Keenan broke Tim Meadows, but
I mean Ziggler's kind of that at this point. He's been there a long time.
Yeah, so that's why
and without long periods away, like
right.
So this match ended with a gimmick where basically Scarlett Bordeaux maced Drew McIntyre in the face with mace.
She's not wearing underwear.
She had like a sable thing on, basically throwback.
Yeah, but
that was like throwback.
There's no underwear there. Her sides are open. Like her sides are open.
Yes.
Okay. All righty.
All right.
That's
okay.
I mean, the whole PG era part of WWE is kind of going out the window here, but
Well, that was kind of what I thought when I saw them, and I thought that was cool. So here it is. So it's happening.
yeah, it's
They
happening.
won. Yeah, they won, and I don't know if McIntyre can be really hurt by this so much as it does help Karrion Cross sort of assert himself at the top of the in the conversation for one of the heavyweight world titles or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they need somebody to feed to Roman.
Yeah, if anything, and get him up there, and then that'd be good. That'd be good at this point for Karrion Cross to even be in a match where he loses to Roman. That would actually, as in the long run,
Mhm.
be a lot more exposure for sure. So yeah, so he won with a gimmicky, win. But they both kind of, looked good because of, I guess, they kind of got out of it in a way. And then it was Bianca Belair against Bayley in the ladder match for the title.
I had fun with this match. I like this match.
Okay, tell me what you like about it, because what I mean by that is there's so many different points to this match where I sat there and said, "Wow, they're actually trying to tell a story. This is what I like in wrestling, when you're trying to tell a story." And you could tell that Bailey was literally being a little bit innovative.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of this was on the fly, and she
Yeah.
communicated it well enough to get it across, because like a lot of this shit was on the fly.
Well, that was my thing about it, was that, like, okay, we've all seen a lot of ladder matches, right? And like, we kind of know what we're going to get. But it seemed like there were some new things thrown in there. And I can't think of anything right now, but like, it's stupid.
Well,
I don't know why she did it, but I liked the whole ending with the flip onto the ladder.
the flip when she's doing her move, basically she's got Bailey torture racked up on her shoulders, and Bailey's holding the ladder, and then she
Yeah.
gets the whatever you call it, EST thing,
The KOD.
the KOD. She, so it is a bit preposterous that she would just hold the ladder. But
I thought she was going to do something, like she had a plan to get out of it. And then after it happened, I was like,
then she
what was
has a
that?
busted up looking face. Like her mouth looks busted up. At
I
the
think
end.
that
It could
was the
just be lipstick. Okay, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It was pretty neat. There was all kinds of strong woman feats from Bianca Belair lifting all the people and the stuff
Yeah, I
and the
mean,
furniture. Just like
I
throwing
forgot about damage
everything.
control. So when they came
Yeah.
in, like, I was cool with that. And then yeah, she cleaned house,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I don't know. I enjoyed the match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, see, I like the fact that, like, at one point, Bailey literally takes a ladder and just breaks the supports off of
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's okay. So that's what it was. She kicked that thing out, and
Yeah,
I'm just like, why would you do that? Like, what are you doing? And it seemed like that she was just making this crap up, and then
yeah,
they ripped half the ladder off and threw it at each other. Like,
yeah. And you hear Corey Graves going, "Well, that's not going to be supportive." It's
yeah,
like,
and then like the knee brace thing, like she took the piece out of her knee brace, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. And Bailey's peak Bailey right now. Like, there's nothing she can do wrong for me.
oh, very much so, very much so. I also noticed, as I'm looking at it again here, there's product placement for these signs, and I don't necessarily agree with. Oh, she's bouncing. I don't necessarily agree with the product placement of the sign. So a little kid had a Bianca Belair sign. You actually
Right.
see the Wrangler handle the little kid to get the kid in position for the camera.
Oh,
to get him.
yeah, I saw that. I just figured as her dad, like, stand here, honey. But if you say it like that makes sense too.
Yeah, it's a Wrangler. You could tell it's a Wrangler, and it's like,
Yeah,
it's like, no, just let it be authentic. Let the director capture
Oh.
or catch something. You know.
yeah.
Don't just like, oh, put the sign up here now.
Oh, look, it's a little girl with a Bianca sign.
Right. And
Wow.
3, 2, 1, cheer. You're like, no, don't do that. So I noticed that. But like Bailey right now, I mean, even her promo right before this, where she was like, "Yeah, I sat there and had the ponytail, and I sat there and I gave everything I got to these people, and blah." Like she's doing her best promo work. She is like comfortable in whatever that they're throwing at her, and this is perfect, especially for her coming off an injury. This is perfect.
Well, yeah, I mean, when she ripped that thing out of her knee brace, I had the Seth Rollins problem of like, don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go around doing something stupid.
So, so Bianca won. It was good.
You remember how
I'm a
I
little
climbed that ladder all of a
distracted.
sudden.
I'm a little distracted because I'm doing a watch back and I forgot to. I didn't really see the entrances here for the next match, which is Edge, versus Finn Balor.
Wait.
And I forgot that Finn Balor wore like a gimp mask.
Yeah.
And I
Wait.
was just taken aback by the gimp mask for a second. I was
I
like,
just
I
just
don't
like your
know.
energy.
Looks
We're literally talking about Bailey and Bianca on a bunch of ladders, and you were like, "Yeah, so
well.
Bianca
I
won."
mean, it was all right. I mean, I wasn't fawning over. I mean, it was fun. Like he was saying, like
I,
it was a classic superhero babyface win.
I
Like
mean, we
just
know it's not Thunder
demolishing fucking
Rosa.
everybody.
We know it's
yeah.
not
No, I
Thunder
know.
Rosa.
No, it was way cleaner than that. Yeah, no, it was a good match. It was a clean, good match, and but yeah, this fucking pay-per-view's got gimmicks on top of gimmicks. That's the gimmick. It's the gimmick pay-per-view.
I remember even a couple years ago, man, there's an Extreme Rules with there wasn't one extreme match on there. So
Oh yeah, that was right. That was kind of.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But that was like everyone was kind of in an injury mode at that point. They needed to slow down, and that's why I say you gotta like in storyline get rid of the elimination chamber and do whatever you can to whittle these things down. Like don't do Hell in a Cell, maybe. Hell in a Cell's not necessary. Just like go back to leaving that match be special and let it cool off for a year or so. I don't know. I mean, why not? You
I
got
mean,
other shit you could do.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not calling them, Razor and Sean by any means. But as far as a ladder match and a story, especially for the women,
Yeah.
this is as close to Razor and Sean that I've ever seen. Like literally, Bailey just told Bianca Belair. I mean, you don't see her telling her this, but I'm just saying, like Bailey just told her, like literally, just push me out the ring with this ladder. Like, watch me go through the ropes, and I'm going to take this. And you can tell that they're actually trying to make this make sense with all these ladders around. Let's make it make sense.
Well, there was one point too where like I think that like Bianca was going up a ladder. Bailey came and pushed her off the ladder. The ladder fell, and instead of just picking that ladder up to go get the belt, Bailey got out of the ring and got another ladder to put up. And I was like, "What are you doing?"
There were a lot of ladders.
Yeah,
a lot,
and a lot of broken ones too. She did not care about that support.
Oh wait, speaking of which, and this is a side note, going back to the Liv Morgan match, did you see when she went? Did you see when she got the table and the table leg came down?
Oh yeah, she couldn't get it in there.
But she almost chopped herself in the throat with the table because the leg hit the side of the ring and her body kept going forward. And I'm like, she almost killed herself. Put the table in. God damn it. But yeah, I'm looking at this ladder match and like this what's this? The 20-foot ladder that they got here? This son bitch is heavy as fuck. Because Bianca Belair is very strong. But you could tell she was struggling with this damn ladder. And I'm like, okay, this got to be a heavy ass ladder. So she literally went from trying to move it around the ring to she just dropped it in the middle of the ring and said, fuck it. It's just gonna lay here. We're gonna work with the ladder on the floor. How about that? This is actually looking good. Bailey's literally kicking as she's rolling in pain. She's actually kicking the ladder over, like out of her way. It's like this is some pro shit here, man. Some pro shit. But we'll get to Edge and Finn Balor.
Ooh, I love Spooky Edge.
No, I'm just listening
Spooky
to the
Balor.
soliloquies here about Bailey and Bianca. And yes, it was good. It was good.
Well, hell, Julian, the Mysterios are in the next match, so we're gonna have to hear about this for the next half hour.
I was gonna say that the beginning of the Finn Balor Edge match was actually just the Ric Flair routine. That's all it was. That's what this match starts out as. It is the work on the leg, then do the figure 4, do all the heel moves thing. But if there's some magic I'm missing about Bailey and Bianca, that I need another 20 minutes of Bailey and Bianca, you let me know.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The next match, the stipulation goes out the window, and it really did. Finn Balor just did Ric Flair's work on the leg routine. It was like Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, work on the leg, do the figure 4. It was kind of that's all this match started off as. So that yes, okay. So, and then I don't know. From there, it devolved into stuff. But
I am not a fan of I Quit matches. I'm just gonna be honest there.
Yeah, they've been ruined for a long time. They kind of went out the window with The Rock and Mankind.
It's one of those. It's one of those matches that you keep up in the ante, and then it just becomes unbelievable because you're gonna have to do something. Yeah, you're gonna have to do something.
You're like,
that's just
sad. That's what I want to happen so bad in an I Quit match.
Right,
that's my dream. That's my dream. A guy just pulls out a fucking gun. Oh my god, they would have done that with Pillman and Austin if they could have. That would have been amazing.
Seriously, if they could get away with actually shooting somebody on a pay-per-view,
like, is he gonna fucking kill him, man?
It's like, holy shit, yeah. But no, I think that's probably why I hate him so much. Is because like
you'd have to shoot him in the leg first and then point it at his head. Oh man,
right? Like you literally have to go that direction, and it's just not believable for a match. God damn, can they get a smaller ladder? Sorry, I'm just.
Oh, okay. So now the referee, I'll say, was asking whoever was not in charge, usually Edge, if he quit like every minute or like after everything that happened. So it was a little too frequent. Yeah, no, it gets weird, but like I said, they at least had a start that made a lot of sense. But you could tell this was like they mapped this out.
Remember when they used to actually have a person hold the mic to give to the referee, so the referee will still be the referee, but like now I noticed that the referee basically holds the mic with him. Yeah. Like it's either in the back pocket or it's in the ref's hands. Which
it was in the pocket when it was The Rock. The Rock's the one that really took this match. It was also him. It wasn't just the violence. It was like those performers and like what they did in that match really killed this match forever, because you just can't top that match, because like you said, otherwise you got to start doing really silly shit, and to me you have to pull out a gun and threaten like you have to like grab their aunt in the audience or something and like put a gun to their head. Like you got to turn
that's
it into
basically
a hostage situation.
I mean, that's kind of how this ended.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ended very morbidly, if you really think about it. Like, I mean, and maybe they can maybe they thought they can get away with it because it's actually Philly, and that could be something that you would see on the street anyway. But
wow.
Hey, look, I'm taking my shots. Here you go. I'm taking my shots at Philly as a homage, because quiet as kept, they were taking shots at Philly all night long, and I didn't understand why. Like even Michael Cole was taking shots at Philly. And I'm like, you don't do that. So that was just me getting into
Michael
the quarter.
Cole was taking some shots at Philly. I put it on mute now So
Yeah,
Oh my
that was,
god.
yeah.
so no, I'm not literally actually taking shots at Philly. I was just making a point based off of
Pew,
what I
pew, pew,
noticed,
pew.
that they were doing, which I didn't understand. It was what they say? Michael Cole said something to the effect of, "Oh, there's a shocker beer flying in Philly or something like that." That was one of them, and I'm like, okay. And then he was like, "Oh my God, he said
He's eating a cheesesteak.
no,
Ah.
not that he's eating a
Oh.
cheesesteak, but he's beating them like the real
Like
Broad
a-
Street Broadleys." Yeah, and
Ugh.
I'm like, really, like why
Yeah,
are you taking these shots?
He's got these corny things in his back pocket, you know?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Like he sucks or something. Anyway, so this match went all over the place after, it spilled out to the outside, and then it did turn into, oh, we got a hockey stick. And
yeah, where did he get the hockey stick from? Like he literally
well, that is
walked
where the
out.
Flyers play.
No, I know, but
Oh.
it's like he walked out through the bomb and sat there and said stick, and they handed him the stick, and he walked back
I mean,
in.
they probably weren't that far away. The equipment room's got to be like right there. There's some sticks right there.
Wow.
He's Canadian. They just have a stick in their bag anyway.
Oh, Julian. Not against
Man,
Canada
he did
again.
the crippler crossface with a hockey stick. That's the most
Wow.
Canadian move of all time. That's it. He peak Canadian. A Canadian guy with a hockey stick giving you the crippler. Jesus.
Wow. Can
Oh.
you call it the crippler crossface? Are we allowed to?
I don't know. If you fired up
Okay.
a John Candy movie, then it would be another notch. Like put that on the screen behind him, or like put it in your eyes while you're getting the crippler.
Or you could just watch Degrassi.
Yeah. Or
I've
listen
never
to
watched
Alanis
that show.
Morissette.
Oh, you got to put on the Alanis.
Did you say
then you
I
get
would
the-
never watch that show?
I've never have. I don't think I'm going to. Why do I want to watch Drake act in a high school drama when he's like 30? How old was he when he did that show?
He was actually a kid when he did the show. Okay, that's what makes
He
it.
looks grown.
In the show. What? Here you go. What scenes?
I've never watched it.
Okay, I was about to say, what scenes have you seen from that show to make Drake look grown? Because I'm gonna tell you right now,
I don't know.
that's
I'm
not
probably
how
just
that.
picturing Drake now in that show,
Oh yeah,
and I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. So, what I noticed though, like seriously, like so you have this I Quit match, and they're going back and forth, and they're beating the hell out of each other, and they're technically doing things that wouldn't make someone quit.
Yeah.
Technically for the whole match. The kicker is when Edge gets handcuffed. Okay, so that's
Now, see,
the
that's
kicker.
from Rock Mankind.
Okay, that's fine, but that's the kicker.
No.
Edge gets handcuffed, and then Rock Mankind, and then later Triple H and Stephanie, and so yeah. When Randy Orton punted her, and had Triple H handcuffed while he punted Stephanie.
Yeah.
That's when he was in the punting phase. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Ooh.
So, but he,
punting
yeah, that's when he was in the punting phase.
It's
but
dark.
No, so that's when it turned. So I'm sitting here like, okay, so this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna jump him. The Rey Mysterio part coming out, obviously that makes sense because of Dominic. But what didn't make sense is when Beth Phoenix comes out, right? And she gets in the ring, and I guess because it's a no disqualification match, there's nothing the ref can do. But it was almost like she gives him the upper hand, steps back out of the ring, and so they play by the rules of, it's a girl in the ring, none of the guys get involved. Then she gets out of the ring, and after going at Rhea Ripley, and then the match turns back into a regular match. But the second time, it's like, okay, guys you can be around or involved in the area of us doing this to a girl. Like I didn't understand the concept. Like it's either the guys aren't around or the guys are around, and it's the old school John Cena basically F5 and Lita type thing. It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So that was kind of off for me, because I was just like, okay, y'all playing by the rules now. Now y'all not playing by the rules. So now y'all, okay, you're playing by the rules again. Okay, how does this work? So
yeah,
it,
well,
yeah.
that's a wrestling wide problem, is referees and not being taken seriously and not being used correctly, and referees that can't talk about the business 24/7, so they
Well,
can't
was
ride in the car.
well. That's the thing. It's not even the referees. It's just the whole
We're not hitting
statement.
our
Like,
quota.
yeah, she literally hit everybody with a kendo stick. Like she hit all the guys. She cleared the
Yeah.
ring. And
Well, that's
then,
no DQ, so whatever under
right,
that guys, it's all
right.
and
But
that's why Scarlett was able to do the schmozzy finish with, it's just I don't know. I
it's
guess
the
that was always her backup plan.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's the interaction of the men and the women. Like
Right.
you either going to have them go there or not go there.
They've made Scarlett Bordeaux like 1966 Batman. Like she's got a gadget like for every situation. She's gonna use a fireball one week and mace another week, and she's gonna spray people, do some Muda spray soon. She's gonna do them all. There's not a gimmick she will not have in her bag of tricks. It'll be hilarious. But overall, so the ending had Edge kicking Dominic in the nuts, and it looked kind of
Look kind of real.
it looked kind of rough, and like the push, he laid it in. He laid some stuff in on Dominic, and
Are you saying that was a receipt for when Dominic did something?
maybe, I don't know. I can't think of something that would warrant. I mean, he didn't really get him with the nuts when he did it looked fine when he turned on him a month ago or whatever.
Was that a receipt when Dominic literally stomped on the side of his father's face a little bit too hard in front of Edge? And was
His
not.
Did that happen?
No, Dominic was literally stomping on Ray's face, right in front of Edge when he was handcuffed, and
right.
It looked like it was a little bit.
Oh, you mean stiff. The stomps? Oh, yeah. So you say it's a receipt not for him but for Ray?
For Ray, yeah.
Ooh.
Like go back and look at it. Go back and look at it right before Edge.
Yeah, those stomps looked. Stomps always kind of look a little. You're gonna get a couple of them in at a low velocity.
Yeah,
and they're probably not that good even at that. But there's no follow through. You're pulling back or whatever, so you're not totally. That's the thing with the curb stomp. You're actually kind of following through a little bit with that move, so you gotta have the space. Otherwise, you die. I don't know. Yeah, this I Quit match didn't have a lot of like weaponry. It just had, they just went all over the place and then came back in. So I don't know. It lived in this weird booking space. I don't know. What do you think?
Finn Balor won.
Yeah.
Wait, Grant. Wait. It's yeah. So Finn Balor won.
Finn Balor won. And then the receipt looked kind of fun. And then next match was Matt Riddle against Seth Rollins in the fight pit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about this match.
I did like that they put a second floor on it.
Yeah, it was basically a cage match, right?
Yeah, you couldn't go to the outside, and you had to go up.
I mean, Riddle did do this ridiculous. Actually, I don't know if I like that second tier of cage, because it probably screws up the visual for even the final spot with the whole senton off the top. I mean, it's just a bunch of shit in the way.
it's not good for cameras. It's not good for the audience.
No,
Wait. So before we get to this, I got a side note. What did you think of the Miz and
Jesus though, that senton is crazy.
yeah?
Just
What did you think
watching it
of the Miz and the mascot and that whole segment?
I mean, it wasn't really needed, but they're in Philly, and it keeps the story going with Dexter, I guess.
That's what I was about to say.
Miz is the Michael Cole of wrestlers. Where
Oh my God.
Oh God,
He-
Jesus Christ, man! Are you serious?
where he just does this thing, and he's been consistent at doing this thing and delivering this cheese ball thing, and it works for some of the it's good old fashioned corporate wrestling, brought to
Oh,
you by Miz and Michael Cole. How the
okay.
announcing should sound and how the wrestlers should be. Those are your two dream examples from senile Vince McMahon. That's what he wanted everyone to be, was Miz and Michael Cole.
Okay, so you think the Dexter part of it, like, is it? I didn't think Dexter was needed in this, unless Dexter was going to do
They're
something.
feuding, I guess, right?
Yeah. They're feuding, but I'm just saying, like, the way the show had been going, is this a Monday Night Raw type drop in versus you could have kept that. I don't think the pay-per-view needed a. And here's the Dexter Loomis commercial. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just me. But go ahead. I just thought about it.
That is what it was. It was what it was. But that's it. I don't know. I just thought it was another belch of McMahon. We're getting
Okay.
the echoes of McMahon. The echoes of McMahon.
So
That's
let's get to
Michael Cole at every single premium event, and Miz.
let's get to the fun part, because after this match went off,
Yes.
what happened?
I was so confused because, like,
Well,
yesterday was the date. Like, we were getting something, and we got the 2 bunny animations, and then nothing happened. Like, I thought maybe he would come out during Judgment Day. I was trying to figure out. We all know it's Bray, right?
right.
And so, like, what's he
They
doing?
had a white bunny. They had a white bunny early on in the show at the just as during one of the entrances.
Yeah, and
beginning.
like they put the, Michael Cole says good night, and they put the logo up, right? And then it's just like, okay, well, that's done. Nothing happened. And then Michael Cole says, "Are we still on the air?" Which I don't know if I like or not.
Well, that's the most transparent sounding thing he's ever said.
Yeah. And
But
the lights cut out, the fireflies, everybody had their phone ready.
Right.
And they had all of the Funhouse characters in the crowd.
Yep.
Spotlit. And he was singing the whole world in my, I got the whole world in my hands. And then we go to the Funhouse, and the Funhouse needs a little bit of a cleanup. It's old and dusty.
Yeah.
And then
it looks like a set that hasn't been used in forever.
yeah. And then there's a single door in the middle of the ramp, and it opens, and out comes V for Vendetta Bray Wyatt now. He has a new mask.
It's a little bit. I just watched the Black Phone, and I think it's inspired a little by that. I think so.
Yeah, and he has the lantern, the old lantern, and he blows it out, and you hear the yeah. So it might be,
which is my favorite part.
Oh yeah, I know it's your favorite part. So like,
it works.
I'm hoping that it's old Bray Wyatt, but we'll see, I guess.
Well, right. I was hoping for a reset of the character, and I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just go back to version 1.0, sort of,
Well, the Lantern Country, Jim Jones character was way better than I won't say than all the other characters. Like it made more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made more sense because he was mystical, not magical. If that
Well,
makes sense.
and
Yeah,
I
that
always
makes
looked
sense.
at it like it was based on the Russ Cole character from True Detective, which was on at the same time when he came out, and around that time, and a beat right after, and he was just saying all this kind of philosophical shit too. It wasn't completely. It was a little bit grounded. It was a little weird. I don't know. It was like good Raven, basically. Better Raven.
Yeah, okay, I can give you that. It's definitely like a better Raven, because
Yeah.
Raven would just ramble. At least Bray would like hit you with something that seemed like a story or could possibly be real. You're
Which
like,
Raven just went to the Impact Hall of Fame, and I don't know if you've seen the clip, but he accepts his award and forgives Tommy Dreamer and wants to end the rivalry, and then he DDTs him, and so
yeah,
60-year-old Raven, maybe he also seemed very small and old.
yeah.
And,
It's shocking because I know Tommy Dreamer's like in his 50s, like early 50s or
he
whatever.
looks very similar, Tommy Dreamer, to what you last saw him in the ring, basically, because he's kind of still getting in the ring. I think.
Yeah, he's still getting in the ring. So, folks,
he's crazy.
we didn't do any AEW stuff, which is absolutely amazing for us because I don't think that has ever happened. We can talk about it all next week. Until then, folks, Grant, tell them what to do.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
We are the Fabulous Threebirds, and we'll see you next week.